everybody, welcome back. And this video is Destroy Back. Oh, Wolverine for the win, baby. Is it alive? We've got multiple decks that we're going to be looking at to see if it does well. Not only are we going to look at them real quick, we're going to do some gameplay. We've got a negative destroy deck that we're going to play around with a little bit. This one I think could be a lot of fun given that I really like the negative archetype in general. I've got this Kang Deathwave that I've been playing the last few days. This one's just okay, but I might dabble with a couple games here. We've got a form of destroy with Shuri. I like to call it ShuriRod. I have not played this in a long time. There's different versions of this. I've got death over any sort of Galactus because I don't have the card and or Destroyer. But Destroyer is typically a pretty solid card to have in with Nimrod. So you could probably take out the Zola, maybe even the Death, and put in a Destroyer in there instead. And then I have a just general Destroy archetype. Threw in Sabretooth. This is the only time he pops up in any of these deck lists. Because I think this one could be the most fun, I'm going to start specifically with this one, the negative Destroy deck. Our game one, we start off with Bass, Magic, and Carnage, which is all fantastic. And a Psylocke. Ooh, I like all of these. Oh, and Null at the end. Oof, man. Good play for Bast right away. I normally like to hold on to Bast, but this one's not so bad. We're going to hold on to Bast for just one turn at least. Oh, glad that we did. And we don't want to play Psylocke yet because we have not seen Mr. Negative. I could risk a Psylocke play here and hope I get Mr. Negative, but otherwise it's sort of pointless. All right, so we go with Bast. They do not play anything. A miniaturized lab on turn 3. Ooh, yummy. Now we can't play in that. So our Psylocke isn't doing a whole lot for us. I think I'm going to use the Psylocke into a Magic and then potentially into Carnage. Main reason is I'm thinking about wanting to Iron Man on the left-hand side. So I want to be able to play Iron Man on turn 5. All right, looks like, let's see, we got a Colleen Wing that's actually getting off on the Swarm discard. So we know that there's the Mr. Negative. Oh, gosh, that is not what we wanted to see at this point because I wanted to Iron Man here and or Magic. And it is now my Psylocke is sort of a waste. Actually, my Mr. Negative is not going to really do anything at this point in time because all the negative cards that I have I'd want are in hand. So the things that I'm looking at that I'd negative is basically Forge. So that's not worth wasting that. So I'm actually going to go ahead and use Magic and go extend the game. All right, so they play Hellcow and there are no more Gambit. They've got 2 cards in hand. There goes Wolverine. They should have 1, I believe. Or I'm still 2. So there's one of their swarms. They've got 1 more swarm in hand and something else. All right, let's go ahead and put our Iron Man over on the left-hand side. We're probably going to want to... I'm thinking about holding on to the Iron Man and maybe... But then I don't have a real good combo right now with my Carnage. So I can Iron Man now. Turn 6, I can Carnage and something else. All right, yeah, let's do that for now. Maybe we put Null on the right-hand side on turn 6, and then on turn 7, we Zola left. I think I like that play the best. All right, so they play a Morbius. That's not so bad. All right, so... We've got something going over there, but we're going to probably give up that lane. Actually, we can even do this. Oh, wait, no, we can't because we really want to. I wouldn't be able to destroy anything, so I'm really leaning in on that Iron Man pulling off something good here if I play my Null. And I might ditch the Zola play because I'm not really destroying anything. So even if I throw here, my Null's not getting very big. Whereas at least if I do this, I can get something going. And then maybe I'll still play my Zola. We'll see. All right, what are they doing here? They got a Swordmaster. Okay, there's the APOC. And that's the only card they have in hand. And they got their Swarm. So they've got their APOC over there. Okay, and now we also have our Deadpool cost 1 if we really want to play it. All right. Now, I could just do this and then Zola here. And then double everything up. 9. Middle would give me what, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I get 24 mid. And then I'll be adding 5 to the right. So I'll get 9, I'll get 18 right. That 18 right could be close depending what they're going to do with their APOC, if they're going to use a Dracula or not. But I think this is the best play. There's no snaps involved, so I'm going to go ahead and let it play out. We'll see what they're going to do. That's probably the APOC. Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. That's an interesting play on their part. I think I should have this no problem. So we'll go ahead and do that and do that. And then I believe we we are good to go there. There we go. All right, so took it down. No snappy snap, but solid game nonetheless. They were really leaning in on the Morbius on the left-hand side. Obviously, they probably thought they needed to build that up quite a bit because I had the Iron Man over there, and that they thought I was going to drop more cards there to build it up. So they probably said, you know what, I got to discard to build up my Morbius. All right, next game, Live to Feast. We got, all right, we got a Shuri's Lab, which could be fun for sure. We're going to go ahead and start trying to build up our, maybe this is a fun Deadpool game. We'll see. I'm dropping that without worrying about the Bast because even if I had Bast, I mean, I'm hoping to be able to keep destroying that over there, which I certainly can. And I'm going to go ahead and do that right away so I can get it back in my hand. I'd love to get Forge and then play into a Deadpool again. We got an Angela. Was this going to be a bounce deck maybe? Bar Sinister. Ooh, that could be a lot of fun. All right, so we've got our Mr. Negative coming. I'm going to need to destroy that somehow. I'm playing my Psylocke and my Deadpool this hand and hope that maybe I play Magic a little early. We'll see. Depends what I get pulled here with on my turn 4. I might play my Negative. All right, there's the Bast. Ooh, man. And I've still got my Iron Man and my Null in my deck. So I keep playing my Psylocke and it keeps biting me in the butt. But we're going to go ahead and throw these mid, and we're going to probably throw this and maybe change Bar Sinister. We'll see. Or maybe I'll throw Magic on the left-hand side. We're going to see how this shakes out a little bit. So they're going, this is definitely a bounce deck. They're throwing Beast here in the middle. Mojo, Beast, I'm assuming. No. Okay. That's a weird fill. I'm sort of throwing the middle lane here. All right, there's the Forge. So I'm debating whether I want to play around with Venom and Bar Sinister, which can be a lot of fun, or if I want to take away Shuri's Lab from them since I've already got a decent build over there. And neither of these cards are shangable. Not that it matters for the Deadpool, but I also like the idea of blowing up Deadpool more. But I think I'm going to wait on that. And maybe if we get the Iron Man, we'll play with that Zola on the right-hand side again. We'll see. So we take away their double. Oh, they're magicking. That's funny. Yep, there you go. I'd like to get Venom here on the left-hand side if I could. And then potentially Zola, there's that Venom. That's what I was hoping for. But I can't play. The problem here is I cannot play Forge on this turn. Because if I play Forge, then I'm losing all my spots on the left-hand side or the right-hand side of Bar Sinister. So I can Venom left and then maybe Zola left. That could get a little bit of fun, I think. Or yeah, I want to Venom left so that way I can get my Deadpool. Yeah, this is going to be the combo, I think. I'm going to Venom left. I'll get my Deadpool back. And then I'm going to put Deadpool and we might do Deadpool, Venom, and maybe Zola and Bar Sinister. We'll see. All right, so we're getting all of that. All that power. We get a 116 Deadpool. Interesting choice of Super Scroll. I don't know what that's about. All right, final turn here. If we go ahead and do this, and then we do this, actually, that won't work quite, will it? The order there wouldn't work because it's gonna, they retreated. I was just thinking about how to pull off the right-hand side with getting Venom over there and then Deadpool, but I can't sequence that right, at least not in my head, where I could go ahead and get all of the Deadpools eaten and then build up the Venom and have it double up. I was trying to sequence that so I could see if I could get Deadpool and Venom doubled up in the Bar Sinister lane, but I don't think I can do that with Zola. The play line there was probably Deadpool into Bar Sinister, and then I could Forge Zola or something like that if I really wanted to. Venom could eat the middle as well, and then it would take away the Mojo, and I would win there as well because he's a 22 plus a couple other points. All right, next game, we got Dad Jams. I can always appreciate that. Ooh, I definitely want to play my Bast in that and my Forge in that before turn 3. I can play Bast and Forge on turn 3 if I need to, so I'm going to skip this turn to see what else I get on turn 2. All right, we got a Nebula. We'll see what we get here. Hopefully we get either a Psylocke or a Deadpool. We got Mr. Negative, so we'll go ahead and do... Actually, we'll do this. Not that it matters. Actually, no, let's wait on that. Do this. And then turn 3, we'll either Forge and or Deadpool and or Psylocke if we get it, but at least this guarantees the Mr. Negative being not negative. All right, so we got a Jeff play. That'll be interesting. All right, turn 3. Let's see what we get here. All right, this looks like it's probably going to be a Forge play, and I'll just YOLO into whatever it is. No big deal. We've got the Iron Man late, so again, if I... ooh, look at that. That's pretty cool. I've never actually looked at that before. They actually sacrificed the Jeff into being a Hulk. That's very interesting on their part. And then they Korg. This might be a Dark Hawk deck. I do not have Shang-Chi, so maybe I could get my Iron Man over there. Now, there's the Psylocke. Let's go ahead and do Mr. Negative. And then I want to, since on turn 5, all cards must be played Avengers Compound. So I'm leaving that open so that in case I do get my Zola, that what I can do is I can drop my Iron Man on that right-hand side again and then Zola that and put the Iron Man, or the Zola will put the Iron Man in the other 2 locations. So I need to leave that right-hand side clear. All right, so there's a Polaris. Yeah, so this is sort of I'm sure I'll see a Black Bolt on turn 5 here. All right, so we get Carnage. So I'm actually going to go ahead and extend this. Oh, see, but that's part of the problem too. Maybe, you know what, the right move there would have been, I messed that up. So the right move would have been Mr. Negative right, and then Magic, and then Iron Man in the middle. So it gives me some more opportunity. Now I'm stuck in case I don't get the Zola, and I can't extend. But I'm gonna go ahead and risk it because there's no snaps at this point. There's the Black Bolt, and so they've got a Stature in hand, so we'll have to remember that. I might be able to just play the Iron Man left solo. All right, there's Deadpool. Man, I am not getting a whole lot of anything here. Let's go ahead and let's see. Turn 7, I'm either going to get... All right, so Killmonger does nothing for me. So I'm either going to get a free Null or a free Zola. So I'm gonna play my Iron Man left-hand side for sure. They're snapping. If I play Iron Man left here, I don't care about playing Killmonger next turn. So I'm saving Iron Man. So that's 5 of my 7. So I want to make sure that I get something decent here. And the best use of points is probably this. I could go over here, but that's not gonna, I mean, it's 1 more point, I suppose. It's better than nothing. All right, we'll go ahead and do that for this turn. All right, so we got Rock Slide, and then there's the Stature. All right, I got 6 in deck. So we know all right, so we got a small Deadpool, but it's something. All right, what did we get? We got the Zola. All right. So, man, I could YOLO. This is where it hurts. You know what I mean? So I could YOLO this. I don't want to Zola anything else. This is probably my best line, and hoping if I pull the Carnage, or I'm sorry, if I pull the Venom, it's not the best in the world. I'm not going to win here, but really what I want, I'm just begging and praying that I'm going to get the Iron Man. If I get the Venom, I'm going to lose every lane. But if I get the Iron Man, I will win. Now I'm going to let this play out so it shows, think through your moves a little bit more, like how I messed up with that. If I would have played that over here and left this here and got the Zola, I would have won this game. But we're going to play it out. RNG it to this point, see what happens. All right, so there's the Iron Man, go Iron Man, go Iron Man, go Iron Man, go Iron Man, Iron Man, Iron Man. It went for the other one. All right, so that's the loss. So that's what you get for playing that way. I screwed up, is what it is, but oh well. GG Dad Jams. Next time, play and think ahead a little bit better. Thor. I just had a game though. I'm super bummed. I was recording. I've been having blue screen of death issues. Got to work that out. I did not play a 127 point card on purpose to be able to pull it off. So I want to walk through this with you from MarvelSnap.pro's replay. If you're unaware, MarvelSnap.pro has a pretty cool match and turns replay. So we're at turn 4 here. We're both doing a lot of destroy. We've got Nidavellir, Limbo, and eventually on the right, this wasn't Limbo. This was actually a destroy location. It was Death's Domain. So anytime you played something there, you would get it destroyed, which I was doing nonstop with my 1 point Deadpool. So they've got some stuff on the left-hand side at Nidavellir. I've got my Carnage and Killmonger. They've got their Venom and their Wolverine. It's up at like 36 power Venom. They've got a 9 point Wolverine. My stuff is at 12 and 8 with the modifiers. Then turn 6, they have a 133 point Null that they play middle, and they put Death on the left-hand side. So they've got 62, 133, I've got 20, and I've got 35. In my hand, I had a Null as well, so I could drop that Null on the Limbo side, this middle one, or I was sitting here thinking, I also had a Magic that sometimes I play with this deck, and I was going, you know what I could do is I could play my huge Deadpool on the left-hand side, and I could play my Magic on the right. So they play Forge left, and I thought the only way I thought I was going to lose this is if they had a Armin Zola that they were going to play mid, which then they were going to take their Null and put on the left and the right, and it would basically double both those Nulls. I couldn't beat it no matter what. But instead, they played a Forge and a Deadpool, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. So I played my huge Deadpool left, and I just played a 3 point Magic right, and I won 89. They won the middle, 135, obviously, and then I won 3 with the Limbo on the right. So it was a fun, really good game. I'm so extremely bummed that the footage got corrupted. I've got to sit down and really focus in on what's going on with these blue screens of death. So So anyway, let's get back to some gameplay. Say, based on the games I've played with this one, it is a really fun deck. You don't necessarily have to have the Mr. Negative to give it. Gives you a lot of options. But personally, I really do enjoy this deck quite a bit. This Kang Deathwave one isn't too bad. I'll play a couple matches with this. What I've found with Kang at this point from most players is if you Kang, they will switch whatever it is that they're doing. But then again, maybe they won't. All right, so we start off with Killmonger, Venom, and Yondu. Gosh, I really like to hold on to Yondu sometimes to see if I get something fun in the middle. I'm going to hold on for now, like if there's a Carnage or something like that, or even a Luke's Bar. Getting Yondu for a spot like that is so fun. And given that Asteroid M is going to pull all of my 3-cost cards over there, I'm okay waiting. All right, so they're playing Nebula, which I can take out with my Killmonger, which is fine. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and play the Yondu over there and make them think that I'm not going to do anything with it, and we'll see. All right, so we play that out. I don't think that Quinjet, so that's gone. They're probably playing the double up the She-Hulk deck with Moon Girl. Ooh, TVA. Okay. What do I want to do here? You know what I want to do is I want to do this first, and I want to Killmonger turn 4, I'm thinking. We'll see how that shakes out. And I mean, I've got some pretty good cards here, some high point cards, but we'll see. So they're really leaning in on that side over there. Oh, Titania. All right, so they're throwing Titania over there, but I'm going to blow Titania and Nebula up. And, oh, this is going to be fun. Let's do this. Let's do this. I feel pretty good about this. I don't think they're going to play in Rickety Bridge. And I take out Nebula and Titania. Ooh, TVA. Let's see what happens. Unless they armor something. Here. That Squirrel Girl pull is really nice. What is all this stuff? It's got to be a Mysterio, right? It's got to be. Yeah, Mysterio. So that's going to blow up whatever we put mid. And a Hit Monkey. Ooh, good play, boss. But I win for... Oh, no, because the 4 is over on the right. Ow. That's all right. A Hit Monkey deck. That's brutal. All right, so we start off this bar with no name. Whoever's the least power wins. That's unfortunate. I need my Killmonger before I play my Squirrel Girl. I'm a little worried about exposing the Nova early into a blind location. But it's okay to play it there with the expectation that I'm going to blow it up, right? I don't know. I mean, because then if I don't get my Killmonger, I'm screwed. So I'm just going to skip this turn. All right, so they're playing to destroy as well. We'll see how this shakes out. Lots of 1 energy this turn. I kind of want to see if they could either Killmonger theirs and or they might just Carnage it. So I don't think they'll Killmonger yet, but I'm okay putting mine out. No, I'm not really. And this is a tough call. All right, I'm just doing it and seeing what happens. It's a little bit of a YOLO play. All right, so they deathlock it. And we're going to see. I'm hoping that I'm really leaning in on my Killmonger here. We'll see how this shakes out. TVA again? What is going on? Good Lord. All right, so I'm just going to play deathlock mid. They're going to end up winning this. All they have to do is not Killmonger. I need to get my Killmonger here. Let them have priority and then hope that I get Killmonger right now. I need Killmonger. Give me Killmonger. Killmonger. I don't know. So my best play is a 5 here. I can't really do anything else. It's unfortunate, but I mean, I could have tried to get the wave last turn. Either way, I'm retreating. All right, next up, all right, we start off with the hub. We get Sif, which we don't want. All right, so we've got the Death and She-Hulk here. Nothing I can play first turn. We got Bucky, Death, Venom, the Sif from the hub, and She-Hulk. All right, go ahead and play Bucky at Asgard. Try to get a couple cards there. They've got Luke Cage. So what are they going to do? Are they going to play a Toxic type deck? They got a Hazmat coming. Nothing going to get exposed here. I can do Squirrel Girl. I do not want to lose my Death, so I cannot play Sif. I wish there was a Cosmo out there. I'd play the Sif on that. I'm just going to play the Squirrel Girl out. Hopefully we can get a Carnage here or a Deathlock. All right. We're going to go ahead and Deathlock mid. Get a little bit extra points out there. Ooh, a Sentry. Well, they won the mid. So they're probably going to Valk right, as I'm guessing. They'll get their extra 2 cards. I'm guessing a Valk right. So I should just make sure to play lower cards over there. I'm going to go ahead and play my wave there. Actually, if I give up right, this should make it harder for them to Valk. So they can't play a 4 and a 1 unless they play something there now. Let's go with the wave on the left-hand side. I'm expecting them to... Yeah, they put 1 over there to save for the Valk space. And that's... Or not. They Carnage it. Okay, I thought that'd be a Valkyrie, but I guess... They are going with the Carnage. They're getting all of their draws here, which is very unfortunate. Let's go ahead and snap, and I'm going to play a Kang here. just to see what they have, because I'm a little confused on what... Okay, there you go. One benefit of having Kang. I did not think that I was going to win that. I do think I could have obviously put the She-Hulk and Death out, but, you know, it would have been great if I had a Doom as well in here, and then I would have brought that down to a 4, and I could have played Doom, She-Hulk, Death, which would have been a great last play. I have thought about dropping a card in this to be able to get that in there, but I haven't quite done it. Venom might actually be an option to drop. Or I could just ditch Kang, which wouldn't be a bad option either. I might get more cubes without the Kang. We'll see. I mean, it's always up for debate. I am in the Kang gang group. I always try to use it, but I also don't want to use it at my own peril. All right, so we start off with She-Hulk, Kang, Carnage, and Nova. I do not, like I said many times before, don't like leading with the Nova, especially now that he's got a sunspot over there. I don't want to show that. Ugh. Kidding me. Gotta be kidding me. The peak screws our She-Hulk. All right, nothing to play here, so we'll just skip. They've got a Dracula. They've got some sort of discard deck here, I'm assuming. I am not getting anything that I like. I don't like the wave play here at all. This is all so bad. Just skipping again outside of the Nova. So we've got one cost cards in multiple lanes. I really need a Killmonger. I'm not getting it. I'm gonna go ahead and just blow that up. Discard the Wolverine. How much they got in hand? They've got 2 in hand still. I'm gonna get a little points over there. Man, just again, not getting much of anything. They retreated. Interesting. I did not see that coming. I did not feel good about... you know, maybe they thought I was playing a Galactus deck. I definitely was not. All right, Dementor. Next game. Central Park. That's good for us, assuming we get a Killmonger at some point. Again, not going to lead with the Nova. Just want to see what's out there. All right, we got Camp Lehigh. Swordmaster does nothing for me. All right, at this point, I do want to play my Nova and just put it out there. I don't want to keep sitting on points. I don't think it'll kill me, and it will lock in one of their squirrels too. All right, they're waiting forever, so I'm just snapping. Whether maybe they disconnect or I just don't care and get in it, and I'll have a Kang that I can use later. So an early snap sort of is what it is. I'm not going to stress about it. So they don't play anything. They might have DC'd, which is sort of unfortunate, but Isle of Silence is the last spot. There's my Killmonger, which I don't want to play yet. I'm just playing my Venom. I don't love it, but I'm just trying to get points on the board. All right, so they retreat. I think they DC'd, unfortunately. One reason to snap early. All right, so we start with Squirrel Girl, Bucky, Nova, and She-Hulk. Colt 45 is snapping me early. All right, we'll see what... They must have had a great hand. I'm going to go ahead and play because this... We've not had many good plays with... or any opportunities for good plays with this deck, and I don't want to play a million games, to be honest with you, with each one. We want to keep it relatively short and simple. All right, so we've got Morag. I want to save Bucky and Nova for next turn, so that way I can get a Bucky and Morag, so I'm going to skip this turn. He's got a Craven on the right-hand side. Peak. Again. All right, so now I'm going to Nova and then Bucky there. Really unfortunate. It's another game that I lost my She-Hulk early on. Human Torch. All right, so... Oh, this is going to be fun. I want to save my wave maybe for next turn, I think. But I definitely want to wait. Oh, man, I'm debating snapping right here and now because I'm sure they want this Human Torch to get huge. But I'm debating waiting on that. And I don't like to... I don't want to wave yet. And I'm thinking about Carnaging in the middle. So I'm going to... Turn 5, I could do a Killmonger, then a Carnage, because I got to find a way to get something into the middle. So I'm going to pass this turn. All right, so he brings both cards over there. It's fine. He's bringing his... So his Craven gets up a little bit, and then his Human Torch gets up a little bit. He's going to probably cloak this turn. All right, so let's do this... Actually, hold on. Let's leave the Yondu for next turn. Let's go ahead and get the Killmonger out now, and then go ahead and just throw the She-Hulk middle just to make sure I got some points in there. I decided not to wave, but I'm assuming this is a cloak that he's about to play. Yep, there's the cloak. It's fine. All right, last turn. So I'm going to snap, and I'm going to... see, okay. I debated snapping last turn. They really leaned into the Human Torch there, but that's okay. I could have played that out. I don't know if they would have left right away or not, but either way, taking the 2 cubes. All right, now we're going to play Shuri Destroy Rod, or Destroy ShuriRod. This one leans more into Nimrod. I actually don't like this one that much. I just feel like Nimrod is sort of a lost cause card. I don't mind playing Nova earlier in this one because I tend to not have a lot of opportunity to make for points. So I just put them out there early. I do have the goblins in this deck too. Ooh, looks like we both might have something here. Deathlock, that's fine. I have the goblins here, so I want to make sure I can play them. I won't want to play on Stark Tower, though. Let's go ahead and... Do we want to Bucky there? Yeah, let's Bucky there. Actually, no, let's Bucky mid, and then we'll destroy him before turn 5. Ooh, there you go, Bucky left. We're both doing the same thing here. I also get a little tentative... Ooh, Miniatures Eyes Lab. I hate that. That shouldn't be allowed on the right-hand location. It really is annoying. I don't want to use my Goblin yet, because until I see their Carnage... Once I see their Carnage, then I'll throw out the Goblin. That might be their Carnage. No, it's a Venom. See, and that's a big reason why I don't like throwing the Goblins quite early, is because I want to see when they're going to go ahead and get their Carnage out. Because Carnage just makes the Goblins pointless. I don't think he'd Carnage the left, so I'm going to go ahead and Goblin over there. That would be a big time waste on their part. Even though they have 1 power, it's still, I'm taking up a spot. All right, they're just playing Deathlock to get some spots there. And then we'll take up one of their locations there. And then I don't mind. I would think again they'd want to play. This is super risky. I could do this here. It's crazy risky. And the fact that they're snapping is a little concerning. But I think they'd want to play something mid here. I could be wrong. This is a big time YOLO play. I'm going to do this for 2 cubes. Mainly because I think they're going to want to play on Stark Tower. It's turn 5, so they want to get those extra 2 points. But we'll see. They did. All right, cool. So I lock. Oh, that's fine. Don't mind that. I'm good with that. And then I lock off their left-hand side. So I should be able to win that, no problem, with a death there. Okay. So what do we do here? So I can win the left-hand side with a 7-point card. But I can play nothing else is the problem. Man, what a bummer. What a bummer. Yeah, there's not really, so I can win there, but I'll tie mid. I can play no two card combo here. Nothing. There's not, I mean, I can do this and hope it gets the Winter Soldier, but that's not very good. They're going to have a death play of themselves that they can drop pretty much anywhere. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do here. Again, this is my only play, and it's a hope and prayer that they don't play a 9 over here, which is a terrible play. So we're retreating later. That's really unfortunate. Again, I felt like I played that pretty well. A little bit of luck with getting the Hobgoblin to stick. That's one of the reasons I don't necessarily love this deck. I don't feel like it plays all that great. Destroyer might be a better option than maybe Zola. So that way I have the Nimrod. But again, it's just... Okay, so we're facing a Thanos. That's fine. Now, I don't have a Killmonger in this deck either, so there's some changes that I probably would make to this deck in general. All right, so I play Wolverine on turn 2. I'm probably... Ooh, look at that. I'm going to go ahead and actually do this turn. I assume they're probably going to skip. I'm fine with that. Yep. If I can get a death, I will have a really cheap one. We got to skip here. That means I don't... Does that mean those don't blow up now? Because that's... Oh, wow. That's a very sad story. That is a very, very sad story. All right. Well, I'm surprised they didn't snap, but is what it is, I suppose. Once they snap, I'm out. If I were them, I would have snapped before playing the Reality Stone. They could have definitely gotten 2 cubes from me there. All right, so we play the Nimrod. They play a Space Stone to move something over there. They've got a Shuri. They're going to move something. They're probably going to move the Goblin over to the right-hand side because they know they've got that 1. Again, it's tragic. This is where Destroyer would come in great. So I'm going to... Let's see. What do I want to do here? I think I want to do that, and then I want... do this will be a higher point play there. Just playing it out for funsies. I should absolutely lose this, but because they didn't snap, I'm letting it go. If they snapped at all, I would have retreated. Since I'm shooting a video and I kind of wanted to show this a little bit. Again, there's better ways to play Nimrod. This will be the last Nimrod game I play this. I played this deck earlier too, and I didn't like it then, so I didn't think I'd necessarily like it here, but I figured, you know what, maybe for content purposes, I wanted to see if I could get something going. And it just also goes to show you that even if you think Destroy's alive and it's back, there's not like a, and this can really be said for any deck that anybody puts out there, is it's all about the different RNG in the game, knowing if that RNG is in your favor, knowing if you should do something that's going to cost you any problems or anything along those lines. So well, that's interesting. That doesn't hurt me. Did I just win this? This is very, very interesting. I mean, I'm not going to win the right-hand side, but okay. I mean, I want to... Wow. Wow. What? What just happened? All right, whatever. So apparently leaving that to be was good for me. I mean, give him a little like, thank you for that. Love that. GG's. All right, so we just had a discard of Nova and they lost Wave. All right, so nothing to play here. All right, so we're playing, catching up a little bit here. We've lost Nova, we've lost Wave. I hate Dream Dimension, so turn 5 is a bit more difficult. I can't play anything with my Nimrod there, which is really annoying. I can either play Venom and or Deathlock. So I'll play Deathlock mid and then potentially maybe Venom mid. I don't know. I mean, I've already kind of got mid locked in, but that'll still give me one more point. That's fine. Maybe Wolverine will come back to mid, which would be good. Get another point or so there. Yep, there you go. Got a couple points there. So now they've got a shield, but I'm within 1 point there. And oof, man, just almost on the death. Almost. So my only play here is really this one. I'm 1 point off mid. It's really, really tragic. I'm not snapping. I'm just going to let it play out. Yeah, so this is going to be, they're going to win left. Go right. Ooh, go right. Oh, Wolverine for the win, baby. That was such RNG luck. All right, so that's it for Destroy, Shuri Destroy Rod, Nimrod, ShuriRod, whatever you want to call it. All right, so this one, we've got a general destroy deck. Deadpool, Nova, Yondu, Bucky, Carnage, Wolverine, Killmonger, Venom, Sabretooth, Deathlock, and then Null and Death. We'll see what happens here. I don't love putting Deadpool over there quite yet, but we want to make sure we can play Bucky next turn as well. So we're going to go ahead and put Deadpool out and then probably Bucky 2, Deathlock 3, all in Mojo World. All right, so we both look up. There goes my Null. That sucks. All right, so I'm not going to be able to play Null, but the Death is getting 1 energy this turn. I don't want that. I could Killmonger now. Let's go ahead and Killmonger. Hold on, let me think about this. So if I Killmonger now and then turn 3, it doesn't matter. I'm trading it either way. All right, let's just go ahead and Bucky left, and then we'll or Deathlock on turn 3 like normal. So this is probably a Galactus. This tower. We'll go ahead and Deathlock the Mojo World. Our Death should be free, but we have not. They've still got their potential Null if they've got it. Get my Deadpool back. Wave, here comes the Galactus. That's fine. Where's it going to be is the question. You know what? I'm going to drop my Deadpool over on the right-hand side, assuming it's a Galactus and it's not going to be on the right-hand side. And I want to make sure my Deadpool comes back to my hand. So that's why I'm doing that. There's my Deadpool. There's the Galactus. This is sort of a weird play to play Galactus on that left-hand side. I guess if they have the Null, it's definitely going to be a better play there. So we'll see. I got to think. So there's 2 turns here. You know what I could do, though? If I do this and then Venom, my Death is free. If I do this and then Venom, I get some decent points there. But he's still building his Null. He's building his Null this whole time, which is a problem for me. All right, so I could do this and do a Venom. And the reason I'm hoping they don't have a Null here, we'll see. It could be a Spidey as well. Ugh, and they snap. Friggin' Galactus players. Friggin' Galactus players. All right, let's just hope it's not a Spider-Man. It's a Spider-Man. It's a Spider-Man for sure. Uh-oh, what's gonna happen? Deadpool, Spider-Man. Cool story, bro. Way to play the game. Lame. All right, next game. Let's see if we... Ooh, this could be fun. All right, so we start with Wolverine, Sabretooth, Bucky, and Death. I would love to get Wolverine and Sabretooth on Sinister London. And then, oh, that's fun too. Give me, where's my Killmonger? Give me my Killmonger. All right, so there's a Nova. We're gonna do this, then we're gonna Sabretooth, then we're gonna Nova, and then I'm gonna need a Carnage or a Venom. Again, what is the deal with that thing? So we know where everything's gonna land. That makes things a little bit easier. All right, so let's do the Yondu. And then I just have to, I'm going to do a Yondu first. Then I got to sit here and wait for a destroy card. I don't want to do the Nova yet because I want to get a different card first. I really want to get a Venom if I can. Ooh, no arrow. Nice. Super Scroll, which is, I've got nothing there. Oh, he's thinking I'm going to play a Null, which I'm not. All right, there's a Carnage, which is good. All right, so we'll get all those guys back. If he has a Cosmo, that would screw me. I would be dunzo with Cosmo. Doesn't play mid. All right, so we go here. Now we get a couple free Sabretooths. Be great to be able to get Venom here on turn 6. Wave, that's totally fine, right? Does that hurt the Sabretooth? Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. That's so beyond lame. All right, well, we can still do that. And then what's my next best play? Sabretooth, I guess. I still feel pretty good about this. I mean, putting 16 more points on the board in multiple locations, I don't even know what they're playing. I did not get my Killmonger, which is unfortunate, but I still feel pretty good about this. We'll see what they've got. Putting a death, 16 points on the board is pretty solid last turn. See what they've got. I'm assuming maybe a Shang-Chi. She-Hulk, all right. Magneto, okay. Ooh, that's interesting. All right. Oh, Fist Tower, you bum. But I should still win, right? Yep, all right. There you go. All right, I like that one. That was close with Fist Tower with the Magneto, too. Take the win. All right, so we got multiple 1 cards to start. Again, I always like to wait a little bit. So I'm going to put the Nova out in play because I want to see if I can get the Yondu in a spot that I can double up the destroys on it. We'll see if it matters. Groot. All right, we're going to not waste anything, and we're going ahead and put a Wolverine in mid. That way the Nova can hit the Wolverine. Shuri. All right, I lost my Carnage, so I've only got, yeah, I need to get my Venom. If I don't get Venom, I'm wasting here. I mean, I've got Deathlock too, but all right, so interesting. They had a null. Oh, all right, nice. Groot, I don't care about. I'm probably confused by that. There's my null. All right, well, I'm just putting the Sabretooth over there, just depending what I get destroy-wise. That way I get a free card back. They've got Electro. Are we playing a Galactus player again, probably? They should play mid, so I should destroy those two before they have the chance. Give me a destroy card. Thank you. That first. Oh, interesting. Going to the right. Maybe not a Galactus? All right, so I get the free Sabretooth, which is nice. They've got a Venom. Yeah, I took out their null. This is free, and this is here. I didn't get what I wanted there, but I feel like that's a pretty solid play. I mean, they might have a death for free, though. There's nothing I can do about that, though. No snap, but we'll see what happens. I should be good. Unless this is a... Oh, I think, yep. All right, there we go. Pretty happy about that. All right, good play. I was not expecting the Nimrod Carnage play on turn. I mean, I guess it had the Electro, which is nice. Not a bad play. The Ninja. I love that name. The Ninja. All right. We're going to skip this turn. Oops, snapped. All right, so they like Space Throne a lot, apparently. They probably have Jeff that they can throw in there for 2 cards. Too bad I don't have a Goblin. Give me a destroy location. Muir Island. All right, so we're definitely going to be putting Wolverine, or actually, let's put Deadpool first. And let's go ahead and drop the Nova there. Actually, hold on. Do it the other. That way, whenever I destroy it, I believe Nova hits Deadpool first. Zabu. Zabu. All right, so they play Zabu. I play Nova and Deadpool. They're probably going to armor mid. Raph. That's tragic. It's Wolverine. Actually, hold on. I do not want Wolverine. Let's do that. I do not want to have the ability to Wolverine to go to the Space Throne at that low of a point. So I need to make sure to hold on to that. Mr. Negative deck. All right, so he was excited because he had the Zabu and negative early. I just cannot risk that Wolverine going left. I just can't do it. Not gonna do it. All right, so we play our Deadpool and our Venom mid. Get a couple more destroys. A little bit more points with our null. There's their Bast. I am outside of Killmonger. Like, I really like Killmonger right here and now, but I don't get it. Oof, oof, oof. All right, so you can go there just fine, and you can go there just fine. I do not expect... So they are gonna... He's gonna have to overcommit. I should be good there. I'm gonna play this here now, and then that way it gives me some options next turn. I don't want to be... Because my null is higher, so I want to be able to play null for sure last hand. And if I don't play Deadpool now, I might screw myself. We'll have to see how this shakes out. All right, so there's a Bishop. Got rid of that, which is nice. But again, they're gonna have... What did he copy there? Oh, okay, Dark. So they have it a little bit on the right. What do I get? All right, so... All I can play, though, is my null. That's a pretty good play. That's a pretty good play. But they have... How many cards do they have in hand? They have 3 in hand, and they had a negative, and it was played on turn 3. So they could have... I mean, though I don't think they have... Unless they pulled their Iron Man off the top, hitting it on the river, I don't think they would have played their Mystique there, because they would have saved their Mystique for after using the Iron Man. So unless they just got the Iron Man, I should be okay there. They need an 8-point card here, or a 7-point card to get here. I mean, maybe I should have really put Deadpool in the middle and just not gone for the raft. That would have made things a little bit easier. We're going to let this play out and see what happens. Yeah, they're going to win this for sure. Interesting. Why would they do that? That didn't make any sense to me at all. Ninja, I don't understand your theories there at all in the slightest. I mean, because that limits them to just getting 1 point for Muir Island, whereas I'm going to get 3. So, you know, it's still close, but I didn't want to snap there because I just, on a negative, yeah, I don't, that was really weird play to me. But hey, so I don't know, which destroy deck are you playing? Do you like the best? I played this general destroy. I played a negative destroy, which I think I like the concept of a little bit more. I don't know why, I just really like negative decks, but it is high risk, high reward. There's the destroy ShuriRod, which I know I did okay with this one, but I still don't really like this deck. And then my Deathwave version, which, yeah, I admit it's probably not the greatest. And even though I am hardcore Kang gang, I do understand where there might be a better card to put in there like Doom, especially if I'm playing that wave and looking for that strong last turn. So is Death alive or what? Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Wanted to put some gameplay footage out there. Appreciate you guys hanging out. As always, please hammer down that like button if you want to help support the channel. Share with your aunts, uncles, nieces, neighbors. We're going to be continuing to do giveaways in the future. So I've got one last giveaway to do for the spoonful of sugar. It should be good to go. So I thank everybody who did participate in that. If you did not get a DM from me, that means someone else was chosen. If you want to know who that was, you can go through all of the comments and see exactly where they were. But I basically directly messaged somebody on YouTube and they responded back to me, and then I got them the reward. I want to continue to pay it forward with those, so you're going to see me doing them more and more in the future. So appreciate you subscribing or notification bell, all that sort of thing. That way you can follow along. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.